Hi everybody, Todd Martin here again with another practical success principle. In a previous video I talked about negative habits that just drain our productivity and keep us from having the type of life that we've hoped to have had with our professionally and personally. So today I want to talk about releasing those negative habits and some strategies of doing that. So first off, acknowledge the habit and be specific about what that is, not just a general, hey, I want to be more in shape. I don't work out enough. I'm lazy. I want to be more in shape. Or, hey, I want to have a more clean, tidy, uncluttered workspace. Well, what does that specifically mean? Your desk, the table, the whole office, your files, specifically, what is that? Because acknowledging that and confessing that specifically will be the beginning of what you need to be able to overcome that. Secondly, prioritize. So you may, first off, acknowledge not just one thing, but acknowledge those. I would recommend acknowledging the top 2, 3, 4, 5 things that are just wrecking your productivity and having the life that you want to have. And then secondly, prioritize those things. You might want to prioritize it from the perspective, what is the easiest one to overcome? Because a lot of times, if we pick the hardest thing to do first, and we haven't got any momentum going, that's just going to seem like an insurmountable task, and we're going to give up before we accomplish it or get there. So it may be better to take the simplest one, the easiest one to accomplish, and get that done first, because that gives you some success and some momentum, and you feel good about it. You start believing in yourself, and you can take on the next one. Maybe you want to do the one that's the most important, or maybe you want to do the one that has the highest business value first. But prioritize those in an order. And then you're going to want to focus on taking one of those and focus on the positive aspect. So rather than focusing on, oh, I got to clean my office and it's so dreary, but I'm going to do it. Focus on the positive aspect that, hey, I'm going to have a uncluttered, less stressful workspace. And that's what I'm doing, is decluttering so I can declutter the stress from my life. So focus on the positive side. If you focus on the negative side of a bad habit, you will tend to keep falling into that bad habit. If it's drinking, hey, I'm drinking and I want to stop drinking. I drink too much. Well, don't focus on not drinking. Focus on something else, because your brain doesn't recognize whether it's a positive or negative. If you're focusing on that, even if it's not doing it, subconsciously, you're going to move towards that which you focus on. So if you're focusing on not doing it, you're still going to move towards that thing, that habit. So you want to focus on the positive or something different rather than focus on what you're not doing. Then you want to take one habit, like I said, take one habit at a time. I'd recommend 30 days. Say it takes 21 days to form a habit. But if you try to take your top 5 negative habits and I'm going to blow them out this month, and it just is not going to happen. Much better that you take the easiest or most important or our highest business value or highest personal value one, and focus on that for a minimum of 30 days, maybe 45 days, until it becomes part of you and second nature. If you're trying to do too many new things, it's difficult, but just one thing at a time until it becomes part of you and becomes second nature. And then you got something else that you're working on, and you can do that one thing until you build it into you and build it as part of your habits. And that's part of the key to having a successful life, is building habits and building routines into your life that move you towards success. If you're constantly trying to remember and add and put those things into your schedule, it doesn't work out. And you're going to waste a lot of your time and your mental energy just focusing on what's going on, rather than putting your routine into a routine so you can focus on more important things. For number 5, you're going to want to set a goal with regards to that, a specific goal. So it's not just like I mentioned earlier, not just, hey, I want to have a cleaner office. What exactly does that look like? It looks like a clean desk. It looks like organized files. It looks like no Post-it notes stuck all over the walls. it looks like where those are filed. Be specific in terms of what you expect. And then take those goals that you've set there and break those down into activity goals, and then put it in your schedule. So for instance, maybe it's a uncluttered office. So to start with, you're going to have to go through and block out some time and just clean the whole thing, unclutter it, put it away, organize it, spend the time that you need to do that to get to bring it up to where it needs to be. And then possibly every day you have an activity goal that it's only to get out the file that you're going to work on, and then you're going to put it away in its place and not piling stuff up. And then maybe you have another goal is once a week to catch all the days that you missed and you left extra files out, so you don't let it go too long. Every day on Sunday evening, you're going to come and clean up any of the rest of it and put it away. And then you're going to want to monitor for progress. So maybe you put in your schedule, in the evenings I'm going to monitor it to see if if I achieved my goal. And every Sunday when I look at my weekly schedule, I'm going to see if that achieved my goal. And if it didn't, then make the course corrections and put that in the schedule for the following day or the following week and build it in and go at it again. But the key is to monitor, set measurable goals, monitor your progress, make adjustments that needed, and then set goals again. And if they're not working where you put them, you're not getting around to do it on Saturday, it's just not happening. Then put it on Monday morning, whatever. Do something that works. Find what works for you until you just build that into a routine and a positive, good habit in your life. So that would be my recommendations for things that I try to do with my own life to overcome negative habits, so I can overcome the things that are dragging my productivity down, and I can be the person that I want to be for my business, for my family, for my community, and other people that I run in contact with. So, all right guys, hope these were some helpful principles today. And as always, don't wait for it to happen. Go out and make it a great day.